So I do not think that it is a factor of being married or single. It's a factor of the person or persons involved.
Welcome to the final episode of Women at Work. It has been an amazing journey since the past 4 weeks, and I know that you've learned a lot. I know that you've gotten more insights and different perspective from being a single lady wanting to get married and a married woman who thinks that getting married is a major limitation to pursuing your career path. I am Avril Roots, your host, and sitting with me is the Grace Carol, the HR chick herself, the brain behind this vision. Yes. So thank you very much, Ma. I would say that I personally have learned a lot from this series. Different episodes, different persons coming to share their own personal life stories on how they see different things. Yeah. I have learned a lot. As a lady, I am empowered. Yes, I am empowered.
That's the idea.
So I want to ask, what really inspired the team Women at Work?
Okay, so I've been married for years now, and basically I relate with the struggles. Moving from fresh out of school, right, I decided to get married because I felt that was the next step. It was a strategic decision. I remember I had like 2 major offers to work in like two very reputable companies, but I won't mention. And when the offer came for my husband that we should get married, it was like I was bonkers. Like, what is wrong with this young girl? How can you be this young and you tell yourself the next thing you want to do is to get married, right?
Yeah.
Well, it was a strategic decision for me because my husband and I, we've had that conversation. We've had lots and lots of strategic conversation, and it was just clear that this was the path I should take. And getting married to this person would help me, be the diverse. Will help me express the diversity that has been locked inside of me, and it was more than just getting into a corporate system. But reality struck when getting into the union and having children. I have two kids right now.
Wow,
and
that's beautiful.
Going through my master's program with the first child, then COVID, then running up the program and other certifications I did, and then going through my career as an HR professional. It has been very, very, very challenging. And going through building my personal brand, having my own company, working with my husband's company as well, and then having other passions, right? It has been immensely overwhelming. Some people will say that I brush it on myself because I have so many gifts. I want to explore all of them. Yes.
Like I think we made the choice.
So like nobody they pity me. Say like you brought it to yourself. We told you to wait and mature before you get married and all of that. So it has been immensely challenging for me. And many nights I would cry. I would like sob. I'd be like, God, who sent me this one? Like going to school with my kids, going for all of my certification programs. Nights I won't sleep. The rigor has been immense. And one day I thought to myself, what if you are not the only person going through this? And so I give all the credit to the Holy Spirit because there is no inspiration that is just inborn. So I thought about it and said, you know what, let's just talk about it. In between, I've had conversations with other persons who have been feeling overwhelmed. At the point, I spoke to a friend who wanted to propose to his girlfriend, and he had been sensing, the restriction from her. And I got to have the conversation with her randomly, right? They're not sending messages, but the relationship coach inside of me could not rest
at all.
And I started to ask questions and all of that, and I discovered that she was just afraid. And moving on to friends, family members here and there, talking about the rigors, even from my sisters-in-law, see how they had to put their careers on hold because children had to come in at some point, and then the financial situation could not let them continue. The stress and all of that, the rigor is a lot, and I thought to myself that people need to hear this. We need to talk about this. The International Women's Day talked about inclusion and celebrating women around the world and all of that. And there have been several topics after that. Whenever we talk about women in the international scene, we talk about how they need to be included in politics, in economics, and in technology, and all the other things. But we do not shed light on her challenges, the things that may actually prevent her from becoming her full self, from fulfilling her potentials. There are women out there who are stuck in the house because they have kids, and there's this fear. What would happen to my children if I have to take them to a creche, or if I have to get a nanny, or I just have to take care of my children? And then society puts the success of the family as a burden on the mother, and then the financial stability of the family on the shoulders of the father. So when we talk about inclusion, what exactly are we really talking about? Are we talking about inclusion being that the man should be included in the caregiving, and then the woman should be included in the financials? So these concepts are very, very vague, but the challenges are real. And putting up this video series it's more like an awareness. And we also put out a survey to get answers from other women who would want to share their challenges. So this video series is more or less like an awareness program for people to see, for people to understand, for men, for other women, everybody to know that these challenges are real, for the singles to know that yes, these challenges are real, right? And for us to finally come together to say, okay, what are the solutions to these problems?
Yes. Oh, and I'm grateful to God that you actually listen to the Holy Spirit, because I'm very sure that a lot of women out there, young ladies, single ladies, have learned a lot from you. So moving forward, I've been seeing you everywhere. Is that you're directing, or you're Grace Carol, or you are the HR chick, or you're a mother? What exactly is your career path? Please explain. Enlighten me so that I will have a specific direction. Let me know where I'm going to. So let us know what's the career path, please.
It's only God and my ancestors that can answer that question. Okay, I would say that I am multi-talented from multi-impact. There are several aspects of me, seen and unseen. However, I would summarize everything that I'm doing and I'm trying to do to one sentence, and that is helping people discover purpose and balance. Everything that I do, from fashion to music to training and coaching and directing, all of the short films I will produce and direct, all of it is centered on helping people find balance. Even in my company, everything we do, the tech products that we get, yes, I have a flair for tech, don't worry. Those parts you may
that is something new. Just getting to know this right now. This is something new.
Those parts you may never see, but I would be in the scene engineering a couple of innovations just to ensure that people find balance. So everything about me sums up to purpose and balance, because social media has given everybody the freedom of expression. Everybody wants to be seen, right? Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be heard. But there's a difference between being seen and being noticed. There's a difference between being seen and being noticed. Being seen, you do a twerk video and you get 1,000 likes or 1 million views, right? Yeah. But getting noticed or getting known goes beyond being seen. It goes beyond the rays of social media. I want to do a podcast, or I want to do this, I want to twerk, I want to do makeup videos. It goes beyond that. What exactly are you about? Alright? You are a young lady, you're in your 20s, you want to be a content creator, very fine and fantastic, but what is your purpose? Because beyond the likes, if you're not getting them, you'd have that adrenaline pump. What do? I need to eat a lot of dangerous food to get attention. So we are moving from, being purpose driven. Okay, there is something I want to do. This is what I want to be noticed for. We are moving out of that to, I just want to get attention. I want to get likes so that I will get paid. Alright, and I feel like the Gen Zs and Gen Alpha, we are losing touch of what is truly important. Now, the death of Mr. Harvard, of blessed memory from Access Bank, has made everybody, at least for the people that care, think about what the true purpose or essence of life is. Is it about money? Is it about fame and fortune? Listening to the words that are said about him, actually helped me strengthen my resolve. Say, what, let's push this. Let us talk about purpose. Let us talk about ambition. Let's talk about these things that truly matter. Because after all is said and done, you live your life anyhow you want. You do 1,000 TikTok videos, you are paid and all of that. At the end of it, what exactly is your substance? There are many persons who are wealthy, but they feel empty on the inside. That emptiness is as a result of lack of satisfaction, and that satisfaction also comes with fulfilling your purpose, however ridiculous it is. Right now, if I should do a career talk, I will not encourage anyone to take on my career path because it is very stressful and it is somewhat distorted. But if you look at me like from an aerial perspective, right, and 360 perspective, you discover that everything I talk about comes back to purpose and comes back to finding balance, because that is just what everything I'm doing is centered about. You are on social media to do what exactly? What is your purpose? How do you get noticed? How do you get the satisfaction that ought to be derived from pursuing a life of purpose? Doing that exact thing that you not just love, what you love is a passion, but what you are destined for. I believe in destiny, I believe in calling, I believe in God, I believe in your identity, I believe in all of those things. So I believe that for you to be like a holistic person, for you to be whole, you need to get in touch with your roots. You need to get in touch with your source to discover exactly what you are supposed to do, because that is where the true fulfillment will come. When you are 70 or 80, I ask this question every time when I recruit. I say, when you are 70 or 80, what do you want to think back on and be glad you did? And it is sad, but let me not exaggerate, like 90% of young adults that have asked that question have never given me anything substantial, and it only comes back to the essence of what we are talking about. Purpose, not just career, not just getting likes on social media. I see lots and lots of young people, they move from this to that, from today they are doing dance videos, tomorrow they are doing this, and I'm like, who exactly are you? Like, you need to be specific. Today you are posting about God, tomorrow you are posting about sex and nudity and all of that. So who exactly are you, brethren? You understand me? So all of these things are intertwined in the very fabric of everything I do and everything that you would ever see coming out of me.
Okay, thank you very much for giving us a clearer
I know that it's still not clear, but don't worry. So after time, everybody will understand.
Yes, I get. So after WAW, what next? Because we've learned a lot from this series. Different episodes with different basketballs. Yes. So after WAW, what next?
Okay, there's a lot to expect from the HR chick. Like I said,
WAW is just an awareness program. There will be a follow-up, of course. That is why I implore everyone to please take the survey. It will really help with the planning process. After the video series will come a lot of other things directed to women and how to help women find balance, because that was the beginning of this. It started with my own challenge with finding balance with my purpose, my family, my career, my ambition, and all of the other things that I know, my hobbies. I can't remember when the last time I saw a movie. Alright? And it's all about the struggle to find balance. Sleep, rest, vacation, all of these things are important, right? So there will definitely be a follow-up which I would announce, but one that I can recall right now is the Mastermind conference. It will be sometime within the middle of the year or at the end of the year, but the flyers will be out and it will be out there for everyone to see. So the Mastermind conference is a gathering of just 50 persons who will be talking about mental reformation. We'll be talking about mental maturity. We'll be talking about bridging the gap between soft skills and your hard skills. So your hard skills being, okay, you can sew, or you are a tech person, you know how to use Canva, you know how to use Filmora and all the other tools that you need to work with, right? Then soft skills being leadership skills, analytical skills, and all of that. But there's a bridge between your hard skills and your soft skills, and that is the core of efficiency. If there's a bridge between, there's some people, they are very good, they're very talented, they are born leaders, they are skilled at leadership and all of that, but there comes a point where they are not just connecting with themselves. They cannot be productive, they cannot be effective, they cannot do anything, right? So it is that dysfunction that conference is aimed at bridging. If there is a dysfunction between your hard skills and your soft skills, you will still not be productive, you will still get sacked, even if you are a very, very good employee. So that is what the conference is going to be talking about. When the flyers will come out, everyone will say, well, it is for just 50 persons, because that is the capacity we will be planning for, and that is the number we are giving to our sponsors. So we have everything set, a date is set, we have our speakers ready, but the flyers are not out yet, so please wait for it.
So we anticipate the next program, Mastermind. Yes. So I want to ask your own opinion. We've had different conversation on this platform. We've had conversation, we've heard perspective of a married woman, how she was able to balance her life, and we've also listened to the perspective of single ladies, those that are scared of getting married, and the challenges also in our previous episode. So I would want you to state your opinion on the solutions to these challenges as a single lady. Let's start with single ladies. Yes, single ladies who are trying to work on their career path, achieve their goals, fulfill their dreams, and limited to this thing called marriage. They are scared of getting married because they feel that if they get married, there will be a pause in their life. So what do you think are the solutions?
Okay, I particularly love the episode of Elizabeth and Lisa, because they mentioned exactly what I'm about to say, and that thing is that there is only one thing that can limit you from achieving the fullest of your potential, and that is your mindset. Your mindset about getting married, your mindset about having children. As a matter of fact, if you have a fixed mindset, that would make you, drive you into getting married to the wrong person that will cause you problems.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because the mind is just a beautiful place. It is what you think about, what you ponder about, whether fears or successes. That is what it attracts to you. So for single ladies who feel afraid or who feel like marriage, you leave them. The truth is this: it can never be the same. Trust me, it can never be this. It can never be the same. If you are single, within your maybe 20s to 40s, right? If you are single within that time, that 20 years of work and rigorous work will take you far. Also, there are single ladies who within that time achieved nothing.
Yes.
Right? So I do not think that it is a factor of being married or single. It's a factor of the person or persons involved. So what exactly some people do not even have anything they want to achieve. So even the career path, they do not even have a clue. Right? It's just I want to work at a good company. I want to be employed by Access Bank. I want to be employed by NNPC. Some of these companies are not even as glorified as they really are being portrayed to be. Right? I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to go to become the MD. Who said that when you are married, you still cannot get there? So I believe that it is just a matter of our mindset and how we approach problems. I said that I was in my master's when I had Eden, right? So someone will say, please, I want to drop out because it was hard. It was really, really hard. So I will not tell you now that, okay, you're not related by marriage, so you now carry your children phase and go and enter inside marriage when you know that, okay, you do not have the physical or mental strength to do so. It is going to be very tedious, even if you have the most caring and the most understanding of husbands or partner, you will still face challenges. However, if you have a good mindset, if you believe in the fulfillment of your dreams strong enough, you will be able to surmount any of those challenges, be it physical, financial, emotional. You see, emotional challenges.
Very important.
They'll tell you if your man does not beat you, then nothing. You understand me? That is not true. You see, physical challenges, emotional challenges, financial challenges, these challenges are real. And I'm not telling you this, but there's every single lady out there. I'm not telling you this to make you afraid, but these challenges will definitely happen. It will definitely happen. I'm not telling you to anticipate it or fear it, but just know this and know
Peace.
Understand? Know this and know that challenges will come. But as long as you have the right mindset, whenever they come, you would always receive strategies. You will always receive strategies to surround them. So whether you are afraid from today to tomorrow, it's still not going to change anything. However, you need to make a choice early enough. Am I a family-oriented person or am I a career-oriented person? Am I an independent lady? Right? For me, I'm married now, but independence not tiring. I don't want to be independent. Independence is stressful.
Very emphasis on the word expensive.
I don't want to be independent.
Expensive.
I want to be codependent. I want us to plan. I want me and my husband to be a team. I want us to die hard. I want us to do things together. If we get to the point, we pick the bills together. We take care of the kids together. If I'm doing something like throughout, exactly, we are a team. We need to be codependent. I can't be independent. I don't know how to do independence. It is stressful. It's draining. The few times I did independence while I was married, I suffered. My bank account was red. My bank account was red. I had pride. I didn't want to disturb anybody, right? But now I'm going to disturb anybody. I'm going to disturb everybody. I disturb my husband. I disturb my family. I disturb my friends. I disturb everybody. I have a support system, right? So I had to draw in everyone to be my support system because we cannot achieve milestones in isolation. You cannot achieve your dreams in isolation. You cannot believe in yourself so much so that you would cut off everybody and think that you would survive on your own. It's not possible. So within the context of a marital union, you just need to have a support system. Even if you end up, because sometimes, like one of the discussants mentioned, said she's afraid that she may not get the right person or the person you thought would be the right person end up being the wrong person. I actually wrote a book about that, Maringo, myself and my mom, right? We wrote a book about that, Maringo. Please get that book. It's very, very rich. I want you guys to understand that in the journey of marriage, everything is not smooth and rosy. That sometimes things will happen, you'll be like, God, who is this person? Who is this person? This person is Satan from the pit of hell. And things can happen, issues can happen, even your character, right? Your mindset, your fixed mindset can make that right man input become the wrong person. So issues happen. It might be financial stress that make life crisis, right? Can happen. Anything can happen. So that is why I emphasize mental maturity. Most of us we grow up and it's like that part of mental maturity we just leave it somewhere. If you can go the extra mile, you will be able to do it. Like when my mother said, he said we only pray for understanding partner. A partner that says, okay, my wife is a career lady, let us get a nanny or let us drop the baby at a crèche or something. But if you find yourself in a position where you are a single mom or you do not have that kind of support, sister, you've got to find a way, even if you have to do remote jobs, to give yourself free time to do some things. So like I said earlier, you've got to decide early, especially for young ladies within your 20s, 21, 22, am I a career facing woman or am I family facing? Now if you're career facing, go for it, push for it, like submit your CV, like do things, just go for it, put all of your eggs in all of the baskets, right? Go for it, just look for work, look for anything that suits your mental vision of who you are and who you want to be. Just go for it, just chase it as much as you can. And then, yes, along the way, if you find a man that understands you, appreciates you, then yes, go for it. But then again, remember that there will be challenges along the way. But if you're family facing, and these things, you cannot say, okay, by 1920 I'll be married. You understand me? By 1920 I'll be married. By 25 tops. By 25 tops, I should be done having children. Okay, I'm not trying to mock anybody, but there are some women who say, okay, I'm family facing, I want to get married early, but then the children do not come. 10 years, 15 years down the line, and then these family facing women eventually become career women because that is what they can channel. Exactly, they can channel their energies towards. So let us not face life with so much rigidity and fixation or a fixed mindset. We need to be open to life. We need to be open to anything that comes. We shouldn't just this person is not up to my standard. This and this and this, and you're picking and all of that, and you call yourself a family-facing woman. You want to have your children. And also this program is not to put shame on stay-at-home moms. We call them homemakers, professional homemakers. That is also a career path. It is what they have chosen. Yes, it is what you have chosen to do. You are proud of it, and be proud of it. If you have to write books, send people, bring people into your community, train other women. You have also brought out a professional career out of homemaking. I don't know if I'm making sense. So let there be no room for vacuum, because if you're at home doing absolutely nothing, that is where they say an idle man is the devil's workshop. So if you're at home doing nothing, you are pretending to be taking care of the children. Yes, I say pretending because some women will just carry the baby for money tonight. They're not really doing anything. Yes. We've been there. So they just carry from money to and say, I'm taking care of the children, it's not time. You know, deep down in your heart, that is a lie. It's not that child that is stopping you, right? So we just have to face life with a very robust, point of view. Even if you are married to a rich man, right? What is your take? Let us see, women and everyone out there, do yourself this favor to live life not, how would I put this now? You should aim to be more than a memory. When I lost my friend, I think it's not last year. Oh my god, okay? Yes, last year. I lost a very close friend of mine last year, and that loss hurt me so deeply. And I told myself, you know what? Every damn thing I want to do, every damn thing, everything that I've ever thought of, every creativity, every kind of push, anything at all I have ever or will ever think in this way. If I want, with my busy schedule, if I tell you I want to start an art class, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because I do not want to live life and then I'm just a memory. I'm a picture on the wall. Right now, you cannot talk about Access Bank without talking about the owner, whether he is dead or alive. That is what I'm talking about. Impact. If every woman aims for impact, I think we would live more productive lives. We would have more satisfaction. Last Memorial Person Memories said the grave is one of the richest places. Like richest places when it comes to human resources. People who have failed to harness their full potential for the greater good. So when I talk about purpose, I'm talking about that thing that you will do or will consistently do that will impact your life, impact your family, your community, your generation, that will leave a mark. Even if it is just one person that can stand up and say, thank God that Grace Carroll was alive. Right. That is what I want to aim for. I cannot be a mere memory. You cannot just say, oh, that's her picture on the wall or that's her name on a stone. Never. It's not going to be possible. And I want this to be the goal of every woman, every person watching this video, or whether you come across just this part of the clip, right? You must aim to be more than a mere memory. So whether you are single or you're married or you are a single mom or you are a co-member or you're still a student, whoever you are and you're watching this video, it is just about doing something to impact society. Something that you will be remembered for, something that will have your name written on it. It's either your actual name or maybe an alias or a company name or whatever. But make sure yes, there must be something. You can't be a memory because I'm starting to forget. I can't forget my friend, but it is not as fresh, right? And we will not all live for long. Someone drew the Mona Lisa. Someone invented light. Someone owns Facebook. There are lots of inventions out there. What are you inventing and what exactly are you going to impact your generation with? That is what Gen Zs and Gen Alpha need to understand and need to be thinking about. This is the core. This is what we all should be thinking about. And I'm not even millennials. We need to be thinking about what are we adding to society. Not that the government is not doing this, oh, we want to riot, we want this high standard of living and all of that. I think about this every time. That is why I ask this question deliberately. When you are 70 or 80, what exactly will you be remembered for? And you that is listening to me, when you are 70 or 80, what exactly do you want to think back on and be glad that you did? That is exactly my point. What is that thing that you want to be? Who is that person that will be happy and say, thank God for you or thank you for coming into my life? And I'm not just talking about inventions or starting a business, or I'm talking about strategic friendships. I'm talking about value-adding relationships and network. You know, when they talk about Mr. Albert, people are talking about impact and value. He helped me do this. He helped me do that. You are more than a memory. And he also has Access Bank. Yes. So you are aiming to be more than a memory. These days we live like flies. We just pet it and move. Oh, my mental health, you move. This and this, you move. We are living like flies. We are no longer deep. We take people for granted. We take relationships for granted. We take our life, even our lives, for granted. We don't sleep. What are we doing? Nothing even valuable. We are losing our depths. As humans, we are starting to lose our depth. That depth that pulls us back to say, okay, let me think about things. Let me strategize. Now it's about money and loud and drugs and flashy cars. I want flashy cars. Right? It is about, the materials, the surface items. Now, when you have those things, how do they now convert or metamorphose into something valuable, something that you will be remembered for? So what are you planning? What are you planting? Who are you impacting? What value are you adding? That is the actual question. That is what should keep us ladies up at night. That is what should keep us up at night. That is what should drive us to push for our dreams. Yes, whether you're single or married, it is the same thing that I have to say. What drives you as a woman?
Purpose driven.
Yes, purpose driven. It is not about I'm independent. I don't want anybody to control me. I don't want a man to tell me what I should and shouldn't.
Yeah, really, I don't want a man.
You go on TikTok, you see a lot of things. Men cannot handle independent women. This and this. What do men want? Everything is full of the surface. Everybody is talking about the surface issues. The surface issues. Right? Everybody's talking about dealing with the surface issues. What are you really on about? I can say now for that I'm all about purpose and finding balance. If you ask one or two persons to summarize the essence of their lives, I would really want us to do that in the comment section, right? If you can't summarize the essence of your life in one word or in one sentence, what is your life's vision? What is your life's purpose? Write that in the comment section. Let us see. Can you even collate your thoughts into a sentence? I was in that state in 2013, moving up until 2017 when I started to have that conversation with my friend and now my husband. And these were one of the things that endeared me to him. There was this guy that was asking me, what do you want to do with your life? And I was at that point in my life where I was trying to make sense of that particular statement. I knew that, okay, this is what I was going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. The pictures were scattered, right? But there was this person who was asking me strategic questions to explain, and it was there he wanted to listen, right? And that was something that I didn't have at that time. So I was like, okay, this person is interested in my personal growth. This is not a relationship talk anyway, but you can listen to all of the keynote speakers in this world. Yes, and you still don't know shit. In fact, you will go home confuser than you were when you listen to. You can follow all of them on social media. They are fulfilling purpose, they're living their lives, and they are cashing out, right? Yeah. On your ignorance and your inability to sit your butt down and rationally think about things for yourself. So that is all I have to say, basically.
Oh, thank you very much, Grace Carol. Actually, I'm overwhelmed because I don't even know where to start from. But one thing I'm certain about is that as a woman, you should be purpose-driven. A single woman, a married woman, a single mother, be purpose-driven, be determined, and you will get what you want. Having children does not limit you from attaining that height you've always dreamed about. Wow was really wow. I learned a lot, and I know that you learned a lot. Thank you for staying with us from the first episode down to the last episode of this series. We hope to see you next time in our next series. I still remain your favorite host, Harriet. Bye.